Now at 6, authorities filed charges against the suspect in a Pittsburgh murder investigation. Plus, an increase in COVID-19 testing demand and...
If you've driven down Main Street lately, you may have noticed some work underway in the 900 block. I'm Chris Warner with some of the changes and challenges in the renovation of downtown Joplin.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Authorities file murder charges against the Tennessee man accused of shooting and killing a Pittsburgh woman. This is KOAM News at 6. The charges against Bayan Baker include second-degree murder and possession of a stolen firearm. The shooting happened Saturday night in Pittsburgh. Officers were called to an apartment on South Broadway where they found the victim, 18-year-old Jace Dellich. She died at the scene. The suspect in 2 Carthage hotel shootings gets prison time after changing his plea to guilty. Lane Stevens pleads guilty to second-degree murder and first-degree robbery for the August 2020 shooting, gets 10 years in prison. On August 1st of 2020, Carthage police responded to a report of shots fired at the Quality Inn. They found 2 gunshot victims. One victim, 43-year-old Don Pierce, died. The other victim was the suspect's estranged wife, 24-year-old Tony Stevens. She survived. Authorities arrested Lane Stevens a couple of days after that shooting in Lamar. The Casey's gas station at 1525 Madison in Webb City will be closed for the day after a fire in a fryer. Webb City police said the store was safely evacuated and the fire was contained to the fryer area. But again, that store will be closed for the rest of the day. Once again, a beautiful day out there. Doug Heddy.
Yeah, we've actually had a pretty good stretch of nice fall-like weather over the past 4 or 5 days, but pretty much clear skies all day long, sunny across the region. That's what we're still seeing outside right now. Really nothing going on across the Central Plains until you find that little system, and that is our next storm system that will start to affect us as we head into the daytime hours tomorrow. For the evening, it looks great. 73 Nevada, 71 in Anderson, Miami 72, Pitt at 72. We have Independence checking in at about 74 degrees. A little breezy. We've had these south winds at about 10 to 20 throughout the day. Gust at times upwards of about 25 miles per hour. Through the evening hours, slide back through the 70s, 60s, eventually 58 to about 60 degrees later on tonight. We do have some rain chances in the forecast. We're going to check that out here in just a bit.
Catch you then. COVID-19 rapid testing is becoming more popular in the Joplin area. Many concert venues and vacation destinations require vaccination or proof of a negative COVID test, prompting testing sites to become more busy. Next Gen Diagnostic Services, a COVID-19 testing site in Joplin, says they're again seeing an increase in people wanting to be tested. They say they think it has to do with negative test requirements that are needed for certain events.
Yes, we have a lot of people who have contacted us, reached out because they're, say, attending a concert or an event where testing is required, or that their employer is requiring them to be tested because they're not vaccinated.
Nunley says it can take up to 72 hours to get accurate test results back, and that anyone needing a negative test to attend an event or travel should plan accordingly. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration could allow people to mix and match COVID-19 shots for a booster. The agency is preparing to approve getting a different brand of booster shot than the one a person initially received. The FDA might note that getting the same vaccine as a booster is preferable, but it does not plan to recommend one shot over the other. We spoke with a local pharmacist who says a mix and match booster might be beneficial.
That a Moderna booster on top of a initial Johnson & Johnson shot might be more effective as far as, at least from an antibody perspective, but that, the jury may still be out on that, so all these things could change, but all these things are coming soon. Mixing and matching booster doses with a vaccine, a different brand of vaccine, is all on the table right now.
The National Institutes of Health presented early information to the FDA's vaccine advisors Friday. The info is from an ongoing study showing it didn't matter which vaccine people got first versus which booster they got. Any combination was deemed safe and showed a revved up immune response. While fall is certainly in the air in the 4 states, change is in the air for part of downtown Joplin. KOAM's Chris Warner explains what changes are underway and what challenges are ahead.
The east side of the 900 block of South Main houses a car dealership and Souls Harbor. Until recently, it also housed buildings that were not in good shape.
Stuff that kind of prohibited businesses to want to go in there or really to even have an opportunity to go in there.
Lori Hahn with the Downtown Joplin Alliance is working on renovations with some of these buildings. Some renovations are complete and others are still underway. In the complete sections, new businesses are now putting their personal touch on the interiors. Hahn says while the renovations on the outside make the area look better, it's the businesses on the inside that will truly enhance the block.
And just having activity on the streets and businesses going in and people going into the businesses, all of that increases the perception of safety and the feeling of safety, and just adds life and vibrancy to an area.
Souls Harbor has been an anchor point in this block for many years. Diana Gurley says they'd like to move off of Main Street to a new building to invite more businesses in, but there's a cost to that process.
That's about a $3 million bill.
Gurley says they've looked at a number of options, and even Lori Hahn has feelers out to find a new home for Souls Harbor. One possible area would be near the existing location, just a few blocks east.
That would be really a good location because that still keeps us in line with, Water Gardens and Salvation Army, and then it would be us, so we'd kind of all be there in a line.
Gurley says she's hopeful someone will step up and help Souls Harbor find its new forever home. While building improvements are underway, there's another issue under city control that needs to be addressed. In the early 2000s, the city streetscaped Main from 1st to 8th. Following the tornado, disaster grants funded improvements from 15th to 32nd, leaving a gap of unattractive road that City Manager Nick Edwards says they're hoping to address.
Yeah, certainly I don't want to make a promise that we can find the funding, but we are aggressively looking for any dollars that are out there that we can use to help deliver that streetscape project.
In Joplin, Chris Warner, KOAM News.
Edwards says another funding option could be a renewal of the capital improvement sales tax, which would include a number of other projects not on Main Street. All right, now today's KOAM News Now Insta poll. We're asking, how much do you visit your community's downtown businesses? Your options are almost never, now and then, or often. You can participate in the poll at KOAMnewsnow.com/vote or through the KOAM News Now mobile app. You can do it right now. Results are updated live, and we're going to check in on the numbers here in just a bit. Still ahead, McDonald County's second graders get a lesson in school bus safety. But first, a comeback story in Pittsburgh. The men's basketball team is back on the court along with a teammate who's overcoming a lot of adversity.
Well, this week is a big week for the Frontenac Raiders. The Raiders have a chance to claim a district championship in the final week of the regular season. But to do it, they got to go through CNC League rival Girard, a team that's been one of the best in the area all year.
It already feels like playoff time for the Frontenac Raiders.
This is one of those games you wake up Saturday morning and you know it's here, you're excited for it. You wake up the next morning, it's here. That's what you think about all week.
We want to be the top dog. We want to be those guys, so it's a big deal to us.
Frontenac hits the field against Girard in the final game of the regular season Friday with a district championship on the line.
That's one of the first goals every year. With our new district the last couple of years, we don't get to play every league school, so this kind of became our number one goal to start the season, win district, and we feel our district's very good.
Girard has been one of the best in Southeast Kansas this season, heading into Friday with a perfect 7-0 record.
They have great speed, great athleticism, but I think we're a lot more physical and should be a great game to watch.
Explosive plays on offense. They got some speed. Quarterback's done a tremendous job getting to their weapons. Very aggressive on defense, tremendous linebacker, just great ball players. Coach Philpott's done a tremendous job. Girard plays extremely hard. They don't beat themselves, so they've just played well all season.
Frontenac has been hot themselves, winning 5 games in a row. So the winner Friday will not only be district champion, but will ride momentum into the postseason.
They're a great team. We're just trying to get prepared for them and, keep us rolling for the first round of the playoffs.
That's the good part about this game. I think it's going to be great for both teams. Just intensity of the week, the importance of the win in the district championship for both teams. It's going to have a playoff atmosphere, so both teams will get something out of this, and it should be a great game.
Now, Girard and Frontenac meet Friday in Girard, with kickoff coming at 7 p.m. The Pittsburg State men's basketball team is in its first full week of practice. The Gorillas started camp on Friday with their first exhibition game coming just 10 days from now. Now, this season, Pittsburg State brings back 4 starters and 12 letter winners from a year ago. They also brought in a talented group of new guys, including that guy, former Labette County High School standout Magic Relaford. One guy they have back they didn't really expect to is Dejean Waters. Waters missed all of last season after having hip surgery in April 2020. He last played 2 years ago when he posted 8 points per game and led the team from 3, shooting 47% from behind the arc.
First of all, it's a miracle that he's back. I mean, you know, he had a very, very severe hip problem.
Talking to the doctors and stuff, they told me that it was most likely I wasn't going to play basketball again, so, you know, it's a blessing to be back out here.
He brings experience. He brings a guy who can shoot the ball. He brings a guy that I think guys look up to, maybe a little bit of leadership role. So it's good to have him back, and you know, we got to be a little bit careful with him. We give him days off every once in a while, but it's good to have him back.
So it's a cool story. Obviously glad to see him back out there. We heard from the Pitt State men, now we'll hear from the Pitt State women tonight at 10.
Looking forward to that. Later in this newscast, the Lafayette House needs donations. We're going to explain how you can help.
Plus, we have some rain chances popping up in the forecast. We're going to look at that coming up. Well, it turned out to be another fantastic day for us today. Nice little stretch of very good fall-like weather. Temperatures into the 70s, mid-70s for us today, just a few notches above where we should be for this time of the year. And it's turned out to be a really nice evening. It's 72 in Iola, it's 74 in Parson, 72 in Miami, Grand Lake 72, 70 in Monette, and then we have Lamar sitting at about 72. And everybody, we're going to see very comfortable temperatures. You can actually see the entire Central Plains look good, but you also can see this temperature contrast line. And then look at Rapid City, 37 degrees. That's a cold front. That's heading toward us. It's not going to have a lot of cold air when it makes it here, but it will drop our temperatures just a little bit by Thursday. Ahead of it, we're seeing the southerly wind, so south winds at about 10 to 20. And earlier today, we were getting winds gusting in that 20 upwards to 30 mile per hour range, and these have calmed down just a little bit as we've gone through the past couple hours. But in general, it looks great this evening. Of course, the sun's setting. Currently outside, sitting at 73, south winds at about 10. Humidity is low at 37%. We'll slide back through the 60s, only down to about 58 or 60 degrees later on tonight. So it's not going to be as chilly as what it has been. Nothing going on here. Clear skies across the entire Central Plains. Here's that next little system. You can see Wyoming, northern parts of Colorado, moving into western parts of Nebraska. The main jet stream's way to our north, so this system doesn't have a lot of energy, and most of the energy that it does have is going to stay to the north of us. So it's not going to affect us greatly, but it's really the only thing going on over the next few days. Southerly winds tonight, still 5 to 15. We'll drop back 58 to about 60. We're going to get some clouds increasing during the morning hours. So here's noon, and you can see a few spotty little showers and sprinkles popping up. Most of you are going to stay dry. Not a big deal, but some random showers. By mid to late afternoon, most of this will be east of the region. 58 to start, 71 by noon, high temp into the mid 70s still, but once that front drops through, our temperatures will start to cool off tomorrow night. So tomorrow night will be kind of crisp as we drop back into the mid 40s and a little bit cooler on Thursday, but still looks good. High temps, mid 60s across the region. Then as we go into Thursday night, it'll be kind of cool once again as we drop back into the upper 40s for overnight lows. But over the next few days, we look great across the region. 76 tomorrow, again, a few random showers or sprinkles. A little bit cooler Thursday, 69, back to 74 on Friday. And then as we head into the weekend and early next week, you can see the 80s pop up. But we also start to get chances for showers and thunderstorms. So late Friday into Saturday, a warm front rotates in, so we'll get some scattered showers and thunderstorms. But if you do have outdoor activities over the weekend, majority of it looks pretty good. Still some scattered thunderstorm chances Sunday into Monday, but then a much stronger storm system rolls out late Tuesday night into Wednesday with good chances for thunderstorms. So we'll keep our eyes on that. But until then, we don't have any big storm systems that are rotating in our direction. It really looks very nice for the rest of the work week.
Yeah, lots of opportunities to get outside, and we could use a bit of rain.
We
so
could.
That's not all bad.
And we'll get it by next week.
Thanks, Doug. Still ahead, it's School Bus Safety Week, and some Southwest Missouri second graders are getting a lesson in staying safe, getting on and off the bus. A local organization that helps survivors of domestic abuse needs some help. The Lafayette House in Joplin is asking for children's socks and underwear of all sizes. Also shampoo, toothpaste, and towels. Lafayette House officials say the pandemic has created some shortages for the nonprofit.
The need has definitely increased since COVID. We are trying to give our clients basic necessities whenever they come in here, things that they can take with them when they leave. So things like pillows, sheets, cups, utensils, things that they can take with them.
You can visit the Lafayette House Joplin website for an up-to-date list of needed items. Some elementary students in McDonald County, Missouri get a lesson about school bus safety. Now, this is School Bus Safety Week, and the McDonald County School District is taking part. Officials showed kindergarten and through second grade students how to properly cross the road in front of a bus and how to enter and exit the bus.
That, they just don't absorb it sometimes. And so I feel like coming out and working with them in these small groups with a few less distractions, hopefully with a different person that they don't see every day, will help them retain it a little better and understand.
Today's safety drills were at the Pineville Primary School. The Carthage Chamber of Commerce and the Maple Leaf Committee announced the winners from the contest surrounding the annual Maple Leaf Festival. The list includes the best floats, the winner of the chili cook-off, the winner of the wiener dog race, and a lot more. You can find a full list of winners in this story on our website. That's KOAMnewsnow.com. Final check on the weather is next. We take time now to honor a local veteran. Airman First Class Sabra Bates served in the U.S. Air Force. Her hometown, Lamar, Missouri. And we are proud to salute Airman First Class Sabra Bates. She's tonight's four-state hero. Jordan Abbey joins us now with a look at what's coming up tonight on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14.
Tonight at 9, going to have more on that increasing demand for at-home COVID-19 test kits. Also, rescue efforts are still underway for more than a dozen American missionaries kidnapped in Haiti. And a story of survival as 21 people escape a fiery plane crash at a Texas airport. That and more tonight, KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14.
Jordan, thanks. Let's check in on today's KOAM News Now Instapoll. We're asking, how much do you visit your community's downtown businesses? As you see at this point, a majority, 62% say almost never. You can participate in the poll at KOAMnewsnow.com/vote or through the KOAM News Now mobile app. You still have plenty of time to vote. We're going to have the final results for you tonight at 10.
That surprises me because we go downtown all the time.
We do the same.
Me too. And this is going to be a nice night to get out and revisit your downtown.
Absolutely. We're going to drop back through the 70s, 60s. We are going to have a cold front tomorrow. We could get a random shower, a few sprinkles, and then a little bit cooler Thursday, but Thursday and Friday look great. Look at the 80s moving in over the weekend, thunderstorms, and turning cooler next week.
Final sports note.
Well, we talked to Pittsburgh State Gorillas men's basketball coach Kim Anderson today about bringing on Magic Relaford, the former Lafayette County High School standout. We'll have that right here tonight at 10.
Looking forward to that. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you right back here for KOAM News at 10. Let's make it a great evening.